question. Have you ever asked yourself, what aspect ratio should I be editing in? Where's my dad? What is the purpose of life? If you've asked any of these questions, well, mainly the first one, I think I have the answer for you today. Here I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is War Owl. This is in 16:9. It takes up this full part here, but when I tilt it to the side, it's being cropped to the screen. Now you can do this on all the new phones, and you can see that it utilizes the full screen, but then you're really at a disadvantage at that point because a lot of the screen up top and bottom is being cut off. Before I started back up my videos, I was watching someone named MKBHD. He's a tech YouTuber and he actually decided to swap to 18:9. And as I looked at other YouTubers' videos, I didn't see a single other person doing this. No one else was swapping over to that wider screen. And I started weighing the pros and cons. I actually brought out my notepad on my phone and I was like, what are the pros and cons of even doing this? As I was writing the pros and cons list, I realized there was nearly 0 cons and everything else was pros. For instance, here's my latest tutorial here. Oh, got an ad here, sorry. You see how it's less cropped on the side here? And then when I zoom in, it is way less noticeable of a crop. It still keeps all of the main things that I was trying to get into the video, and it looks so much more professional. Now, if we do this, you're barely losing any real estate here. And on the desktop version of YouTube, you don't even notice an issue at all. And since phones are going more towards an 18:9 to 21:9 aspect ratio, you really should start preparing your channels today to utilize this full screen and even utilize the full potential of the desktop version of YouTube as well. So this isn't just for cell phones, even though many people, I notice in my analytics, most people actually watch YouTube videos now on their phone. I'll take you guys into Premiere right now and I'll show you step by step how to set up your future projects in 18:9. Let's do it. Okay, so with Premiere open, now let's go down to the bottom left here and you'll see that there's a new item button. If we click that and go up to sequence, or if we just hit Control or Command N, it'll make a new sequence. You'll notice that I don't have any 4K presets set up. So what we can do is we can go into the settings tab over here on the right. Then from there we can set up a preset that we can select right off the bat anytime we boot up a new sequence. So what we're gonna wanna do is first mess with the time base here and then go down to 24 or 23.97. I'm just gonna make it a solid 24 frames because I know that is what I always want my base frames per second to be at. So this is the most important step of this tutorial. Go to video, frame size, and we're going to double click it and change it to 3840 by 1920. And if we hit enter, you'll see that now our sequence is set to the 18:9 or 2:1 aspect ratio. So if we double click in this blank canvas area here at the bottom and we find that Kino footage here, if we go to desktop, there it is, hit open, and then we click and drag this over to the sequence, you'll see that it'll give us a warning, and we just want to ignore this warning because we already made our sequence exactly how we want it. So go keep existing settings, and then if we scroll through it using W or whatever you have your scroll set to, it might be the arrow keys, you'll notice, boom, it's cropping. So if I zoom in here using A, by the way, I'm using custom keybinds. If you want to check out my tutorial on setting those up, you can just click right there. Yeah, I use custom keybinds, so if you're a little confused as to what I'm doing, just go there and you'll see all of my custom keybinds, okay? Anyway, if we zoom in using the A key and we just pick a frame right here, let's say that it's not exactly where we want it. We can select the clip, go up to the effect controls. This is where you can change all the settings to actually fit that 2:1 aspect ratio. So say that we have 1080p footage, right? That obviously doesn't look good. So what we're gonna wanna do is move up the scale until you have it fit the correct width. And I already know that 100% will make it fit this aspect ratio. And then if we move the position up and down, we can frame it exactly where we want. So this is actually where it comes in super handy to prepare ahead of time. I knew that I was going to be cropping this but I didn't know that Sybil was going to film Kino's head so high up. So if I just move the position up to where the original footage ends, and move this all the way up here, now you'll see it's a lot cleaner. If we hit enter, we can preview that. You'll see it looks great. Look at that. Nice slow motion. So yeah, it's really that easy, you guys. Just some quick edits, and then messing with the scale if you need to, or messing with the position to frame it exactly how you want it, and you're done. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got something out of it, and I hope I was able to kind of convince you to start moving most of your videos over to 18:9. It's not just me who thinks this, it's actually one of the platform's biggest tech creators, MKBHD, who's actually been starting to change over to 18:9 as well. So the future is coming. Are you ready for it? If you want to practice editing videos down from 16:9 to 18:9, go ahead and go to chichicheckit.com/downloads and download a practice file for free. Also check out our other projects that are there. There's tons of free projects that can get you started with some cool ideas or whatever. If you like the video, make sure to smack that like button and fondle that notification bell if that's what you're into. After you subscribe, of course, you don't want to miss other videos, other tech advice. I mean, come on, this is gold. Okay guys, I'll see you on Tuesday. Peace.